You know what blows my mind? Most people think fixing their credit is a years-long slog. But here's what I've discovered. 65% of your FICO score comes from just two things. Two. And if you focus on these next 30 days, you'll be 80% of the profiles out there. So if you've been stuck in credit limbo, today we're shifting momentum. Let me walk you through exactly how this works. If you're new here, I help people build credit from the ground up, personal and business, so you can access the funding you actually deserve. I'm Flo. By the end of this video, you know the 8 concrete moves that move the needle fastest. Not the shortcuts, not the myths. The real levers that actually change your score within days or weeks, not years. Section 1. The 65% that changes everything. From my understanding, most people make credit fixes harder than they need to be. They send payments at random times. They apply for credit without strategy. But here's the thing. Your score is actually pretty mechanical. Payment history is 35%. Credit utilization is 30%. That's 65%. Add in credit mix, age of accounts, and inquiries. And honestly, the first two categories are where the momentum starts. The way I look at it, if you understand why your score moves, you stop guessing. Section 2. Lower your utilization. The fastest win. This is the lever you can pull right now. Literally this week. Here's what people get wrong. They think paying your card in full before the due date is enough. Nope. The date that actually matters is your statement date, not your due date. By then, your statement already posted to the bureaus with high utilization. That's backwards. Here's what works. Call your card issuer. Ask them when your statement closes. That specific date. Mark it on your calendar. Then 3 to 5 days before that statement closes, make a payment to get your balance below 30% of your 30% is what gets reported to the credit bureaus. Your due date is irrelevant for scoring purposes. Let's talk the math. If your utilization is under 50%, you're in good shape for requesting credit limit increases. Anything over 50%, expect about a 50-point score drop just from that. Push above 70%, and you're looking at roughly a 100-point hit. The way I look at it, utilization is your lowest hanging fruit. It moves fast. It's fully within your control. Section 3. Catch up late payments. Late payments are brutal. One late payment costs 50 to 100 points immediately. And they're not permanent damage if you handle them right. If this is your first late payment on that account, move fast. Call the creditor today. Make the payment that day or the next. Then ask for a goodwill adjustment. A request to remove the late reporting because it's out of character. It works about 40% of the time on first offenses, especially if you catch it within 30 days. If the late payment is older or the account is closed, use a goodwill letter. Write on the letterhead, address it to the creditor, and explain briefly why you fell behind and what's changed. Keep sending these monthly. I know people who've had lates removed after 10 to 15 letters. Here's the thing. The creditor doesn't owe you anything, but enough courteous persistence. Sometimes a late from 2 years ago affects your score way less than a late from last month. Time works in your favor. You just need to prove new behavior moving forward. Section 4. Wake up old cards and the fraud catches people off guard. Creditors close inactive accounts without warning. Synchrony, FMBO, across someone's account. One day the account is active, the next day it doesn't exist. And suddenly your utilization spikes and your score tanks 80 points. Here's what works. Every 3 to 6 months, put a small purchase on every card you want to keep. Gas, a coffee, something. That signals to the bank, this account is active. This person uses it, keep it open. While you're at it, don't keep all your credit in one. Don't keep all your credit in one ecosystem. Spread your trade lines across different issuers, a Discover card, an Amex card. If one issuer tightens and cuts your limit, the other keeps your available credit stable. That's insurance. Section 5, strategic new credit. This confuses people, but here's the logic. A new inquiry costs you 5 to 7 points temporarily. But when that new account reports 30 to 90 days, it jumps more than the inquiry costs. Net positive in 90 days if you play it right. Now here's the important part. Don't apply to 5 things at once hoping something sticks. Apply strategically to one product that fits your goals and timeline. Fintech lenders, usually Plaid or Amex, for identity verification, often hit your credit softer. New accounts take about 90 days to settle, so this is a 90-day play, not 30 days. But the fact that you're thinking strategically about it, that changes the outcome. Section 6, non-negotiable on time. Payments. Here's a foundation everything else is built on. I used to think perfect credit meant obsessing over every transaction. Here's what I discovered. It really just means showing up on time consistently. Same day each month, no drama. Create a simple tracker, spreadsheet, notes, and whatever you usually use. Put a Google Calendar alert for 3 days before each due date. Not the day of, 3 days before. That gives you time to problem solve. If funds are tight or a payment is pending, common mistakes. Before we wrap up, let me save you from the biggest mistake I've seen trip people up. Mistake 1, confirming your identity with debt collectors. This one is simple, but debt collectors can update an account based on new information. And that update can restart the entire 7-year reporting clock. Suddenly, you're back to square one. Here's what I've seen work. Stick to written communication only. No calls, no confirmations. Let them prove it's yours if they challenge. Keep copies of everything. Mistake 2, applying for too much credit at once. Multiple inquiries, multiple accounts at the same time. Your score drops from hard pulls before those new accounts have time to help you. It's counterintuitive. The fix. One strategic application every 30 to 60 days. Let each account settle before your next move. Mistake 3. Ignore which bureau to address. Credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion are different from furnishers, which are your original creditors. Sometimes you dispute one, sometimes both. Understanding that difference saves you months. Here's what I want you to remember. 65% of your score is 2 things: payment history and utilization. You can influence both of those starting today, this week actually. Call your card issuer, find out your statement date, and mark it down. Get your utilization below 30% if you can. Set up a Google Calendar alert for 3 days before your next due date. Small moves, repeated consistently, compound credit score boost checklist that goes with this. You can grab it in the description. It breaks down the exact steps, the specific dates you need to hit, and what to do if you're dealing with late payments or collections. Keep that momentum going. This is how credit actually improves. I'll see you in the next one.